What's up, guys? We're gonna do a fun little podcast today because I was thinking about it, just thinking about the season that's coming up and how, what juniors and seniors, specifically, nationally ranked, state champions, state placers who are coming back this year for the season, and just kind of get a better view of what's to come next month. The season's a month away, so I don't know where you guys want to start this 3A, 2A, 1A, 106, whatever, but how far can we get? I mean, there's a lot of good guys. I know this last weekend at Fall Grappler Classic, there wasn't a lot of good results, but a lot of guys were on college visits and not competing. So, yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on where we get this thing moving from?
I didn't rehearse it, but if you want to go 1A 106, I'm a game rooster.
1A 106. Well,
1A 106.
I don't think there's many juniors and seniors coming back at 106. Correct me if
No,
I'm
I
wrong.
don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Well, here's what I have. I didn't do any. I guess the rankings wouldn't be hard to pull up, but all I did was post a handful. I mean, post. I wrote down a handful of names of Illinois kids that are either committed and or lined up with some visits. I guess it'd be kind of cool to keep track of who's going, who's committed where, and who's looking at what.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Who's looking at what, who's got visits set up, where are they gone, where are they going, everything like that.
Well, who's the highest nationally ranked wrestler in the state of Illinois right now?
I'd say Aaron Stewart.
What
I think Aaron Stewart has to be.
do we got confirmation? I'm gonna pull up Flow Wrestling right now. Check out these high school rankings. I don't know what Matt Scouts has. Let's see.
And if it's not Aaron Stewart, it's Dominic Munaretto. I just think Aaron Stewart is like if you find a pound for pound, I think Aaron's going to be the highest ranked in Illinois.
Okay. Yeah, pound
And
for
of course,
pound.
I mean, I guess depends what I mean, there's.
Yep,
I think there's three.
I got Aaron Stewart pound for pound list. He's ranked 13 in the country at 190 pounds. There we go. So, Aaron Stewart, where's he going? He's going to University of Illinois to wrestle
Yes.
and play football.
Yes.
Correct.
And that'll be interesting to see if that's possible, how that whole thing works out. But so Aaron Stewart, he's coming back, senior in high school. How many what's his compiled record this in high school? How many state titles?
Runner up, state champ. Does that sound right, Stewie?
Yeah. Yep.
Got
He's
it.
a two.
Yeah, freshman year runner up to a kid from West Chicago. I don't remember his name, but I remember he's from West Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a
Warren
senior.
Township.
Yeah, so he is a senior
Yeah.
coming back for his last year. Let's see what else is on the list. Okay, so 20 on the number 20 spot on the pound for pound list via Flow Wrestling is Dominic Munaretto.
Munaretto.
At 120 pounds, and he's listed at going to Ohio State.
Yep. I know I don't know how long ago he committed to Ohio State, but it was down. It was. I know, before they announced, it was like Nebraska or Ohio State. It was down to those two.
Yeah.
I remember that. And just through talking to Bob, those were their last two picks.
Yeah, it was. I think it was before Fargo, if I'm might be.
Yeah.
I believe
I
so.
be-
Well, Don wouldn't have gone to far. Don would have been on the world team. I believe he was on a world team. I don't think he went to Fargo. He was at World Trials or World Team or something like that.
Yeah. Got it. And yeah, so top of mind, who comes to your mind next? I mean, we could just pop these out with our own brain and see what we think. Okay, Wyatt Medlin. Where's what weight's he? Let me look at what his national ranking is. 57 probably, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Wyatt Medlin, number 1 in the country, at 157 pounds, going to the University of Illinois.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, they got
Illinois probably had this class for them is probably the best they've had in a really long time.
yeah.
Nick Garcia, I think, is ranked number 3 in the country at his weight, and he's committed. I think he's ultimately
Illinois as well.
Illinois. Yep, I think he's ends up a 33-pounder, and then Wyatt's probably a 57. I know Stewart's ranked at 90, but I'm very interested to see how the football thing plays into it because he's not the tallest kid. He's shorter than I am. But
Well, I think here's how Stewart got ranked at 90. It's off of what's 86 kilos? What's 86 times 2.2?
Putting us on the spot like this.
Stewie knows. It's like 189 and change.
Yeah, 89 and 89.2.
So that's how he got, because he went in the off season or the team trials or U20 or U17s. That was his weight.
yeah,
Well, so then they also have Penovich.
what was the reference there that is measured in kilos that I would know? Figure that out.
You watched a lot of Cops.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. We'll cut that. We'll go back to Penovich, though. Anyways, Jackson Penovich is also 190, though, and he's also going to Illinois. So, I mean, it's a logjam. What's the projection for Penovich? So Penovich is 12th in the country as a senior coming back. Last year he did not compete in the state series. He will be back this year, though.
He will be back in 2A at St. Viator.
Ooh.
That's already been cleared by the IHSA since he sat last year. So he'll be in 2A this year, not 3A. And he will be, I don't know.
Wow.
You want to here? I'll put this out there. I don't know that it really happens, but in 2A 190, you could have returning state champ Jackson Penovich, meaning returning sophomore year state champ Jackson Penovich. You could have returning 175-pound state champ Brody Kelly. You could have returning 190 2A state champ Judah Haig. Just committed to Cal Baptist. Let's talk about him for a minute. Judah Haig, Lamont committed to Cal Baptist a couple days ago or over the weekend.
Yeah, and Brody Kelly, talk about him. He's going to
UNC. Brody Kelly. Yeah, Brody Kelly, UNC. So you could have state champ Brody Kelly, state champ Judah Haig, state champ Jackson Penovich, and state champ Jimmy Mastney, all at 192A.
Wow. They better start at the weight class at 215 then, the state tournament.
Saying, dude, at 215 you got Josh Hoffer. So if we got Josh Hoffer on Ozempic, we could also have 190.
Ozempic. Yeah, I mean that'd be interesting, but I mean he wrestled 215 last year, right? He's not going down. And Hoffer, again, good reference. Hoffer is also going to Illinois, and what's he ranked nationally? Let's see. 215. Hoffer's number 3, ranked number 3 in the country.
Finally, I was about to say, Hoffer's had really good results for a long time, not just in Illinois, but nationally events. And I feel like he's not flashy or exciting it, so it's like a lot of times he doesn't get any respect from a national recognition.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see that, he got that high ranking like that.
And
he deserves it.
And right above him, we can jump into this Kai Calcutt from Loyola.
Oh, yeah, Kai Calcutt, NC State commit.
He's been committed for a hot minute too, for a while.
Yep.
And he has no ambition to play football in college?
I don't know. I mean, he's playing football right now for Loyola. I don't know. I don't know.
He's so big.
He's so big.
He's so big. Yeah, so I would be very interested to see if
I don't know, man. Kai Calcutt didn't play football till high school.
Yeah, but when you're that big and that athletic, I mean, you don't have to. Stephen Neal didn't play football in college, and he was a 5-time or 6-year professional football player.
Yeah, but he played all through high school.
I mean, is it really that hard of a sport?
I don't think so, but I don't know. I don't know nothing about it. That's the thing. I mean, I know so little about football, but here's what I do know: the couple visits I've actually went on, Iowa State football game or Iowa State versus North Dakota State, and then Oklahoma versus Michigan.
We lost you at Oklahoma.
Okay, just the size of the football players in general, and it's not that I was thrown off by their cleats and their helmet and their shoulder pads. Just they're huge adult males. They're monsters.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I've seen him. I was a Division I athlete, so I was around him a lot. But Kai Calcutt is a big kid.
But Kai Calcutt's not 6'3" or 6'2".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, yeah, Kai Calcutt's an athletic specimen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Well, we'll
Yes,
see. I mean, I like that he's wrestling too. I've just with all the NIL money and all the opportunity in football, I feel like if I'm over, is he over 6 foot tall?
I don't think so.
Well, I'd be putting on some platform shoes and I'd be walking around trying to get some of that NIL money. But either way, Kai Calcutt is also in the mix. I went back down to 113. Another notable returner, state champion, junior, Caleb Noble. He is is he undecided or is he going?
Yeah, he's not committed to anywhere. He's been to NC State, Illinois, and Arizona State, as far as I know.
And Arizona State just got Justin Wardlow. Well, they've had that since before.
Yeah.
But Wardlow from Lockport going to Arizona State.
And again, while we're on it, is Wardlow coming back? Is he a senior?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Justin Wardlow, what weight's he wrestling at? 144 or something?
No, he's bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he ends up being like a 57, 65 pounder in college.
His older brother's big, and his dad Jarvis is big. I mean, Justin's be big boy. He's
okay. I see. Well, he's not listed at 57, and when I went back to 57, we obviously might as well just go weight class to weight class, but we're bouncing around here. Wyatt Midland is obviously number one. We just said that at 157. Right. But
where's Liam Kelly then? He's got to be in that area.
Well, I was gonna tell you, Justice Heeg. Now, he's not a junior or a senior, but he's a sophomore, and he's ranked number 5th in the country according to Flo. And then we got Bruno Cassiope at 8, which I feel like that's a little high for Bruno. He just lost to didn't Ashton Dobson, right? Is that the name?
He got hurt right away.
Okay, so but he lost. But he lost to him last year.
Yeah, he lost to him last year coming back off injury. I'm not saying Ashton Hobson isn't a really good wrestler. He is.
I guess what I'm saying is what did Bruno do to get in the top 10 in the country?
He looked really good at junior duels.
Okay.
He placed in Fargo, and then did he? I don't know if he did in Greco. I know he placed in one of them. He looked really tough for a minute there.
Yeah.
Like the old Bruno Cassiope post injury, or like he's pre-injury again.
Yeah, I mean the injuries are tough. If you're injured, it's hard to stay consistent.
This is what I'm saying. I think a lot of people were like, "Oh, Bruno doesn't look himself," and it's like, yeah, dude, he just had a shoulder surgery and he was out 6. He shows up, and now he's a 57 pounder, 50 pounder, whatever, right? The weight jump was huge, and that's he grew and he's gotten bigger. And there's like a little curve to that not a learning curve, but there's like an adjustment period. And I think he's a Cassiope, man. He'll figure it out. Yeah. And I think he was starting to figure it out.
Well, I'd love the Dvorak matchup if Justice Haig and Bruno are there. I mean, that's a fun match to watch.
And Matt, doesn't Washington go there?
No. Yeah, they weren't there last year. I didn't remember.
Oh.
If you think about it, here's what's really cool At 2A, the state tournament, we could have number 1 and number 5 in the country. Because Heeg is in 2A, so is Wyatt.
Yeah. Wow, this is a good year for 2A, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean,
Um,
just bouncing around, I jumped back down to 106. Obviously, we just mentioned Caleb Noble, but Junior returning from Barrington,
Caleb Pratt.
Caleb Pratt is ranked number 18 in the country. I do remember the name from last year. He placed at the state tournament. Nowhere is listed as far as college. You got any info on that one?
I know
I
he was at
don't.
the. I know. I think he went up to that University of Wisconsin, like combine thing, like a prospect camp. I won't say for a fact, but I heard that there was some interest, some strong interest. They loved the way he competed and practiced and worked. Pratt's been up at Relentless. He's kind of like he's one of those kids. He goes all around. Looks for partners, different stuff. He's tough, man. He's really tough. I know he has. I think he has a win or two maybe over Caleb, but I think it was in Greco.
Got it. Well,
well, hey, back to Cassiopei's because we were talking about them. They've been on an Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa visit.
Yep.
So we're staying with the theme of the program here.
Yeah.
Dell's Wisconsin.
We'll get back to that. Obviously, we'll get to because Rocco is a different weight, but Rocco's also growing too, so he's got to be closer now to 57. But I jumped back down to 126 so we could kind of like go up. It seems like it's easier to do that.
All right, 26 is Nicholas Garcia, I believe.
We mentioned Nick Garcia. He's going to the University of Illinois, state champ, coming back as a senior. Nobody else in the state of Illinois is nationally ranked, but anybody come to mind around that weight class?
26.
One of the Waddles will be at 26 this year. I mean, I know that's 1A, but there should be a 26-pound Waddle.
Well, you got to think like Jason Hampton was at 26 last year. Like we already talked about, he committed to SAU Edwardsville. Him and Vince Jasinski went 1-1 against each other at the state tournament last year. Vince has had 2 visits, Central Michigan and Northern Iowa. I mean, he's like flying up on the boards after his Fargo performance, and then he looked really good at Grepper Fall Classic. I mean, he dominated his way into the finals, and then he ran into a Mills, one of the Mills brothers, and that wasn't very pretty for Vince. But outside of that match, I mean, he looked really tough.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Jim said, one of the Waddles, is it Tyson or Preston that's Preston's the senior, so Tyson's coming back. And he's only
he's a junior.
One's in Wisconsin already, I think, right?
Okay,
They're gone.
Yeah, Tyson is at Wisconsin. Preston is coming back. He's a junior.
Yeah, I think Preston will really end up at Wisconsin.
Yeah. All right.
You got 20. I don't know about. Is Augie ranked anywhere, or is Augie not done any winning? Or Augie hasn't done any competing?
Augie was at Central College last weekend, which is Division III, but that's Landon Williams from Wartburg is the head coach. I think he won 2 or 3 NCAA D3 titles. He's the head coach over at Central College. I think Caden Corral went there.
Okay.
George Marinopoulos is another one. He took second last year, but he's gray shirting. He's basically, I think he's at Illinois, but he's not on the roster. Or enrolled. Maybe he's at the JUCO. I don't know exactly the details, but he's just training, and then I think he enrolls next year.
That's a good. I was asking about him earlier to Jim. I didn't know where he had ended up, but. All right. Well, let's just move up. I mean, national rankings are nice because they're so simple. 32. You mentioned before Jasinski's ranked 13th nationally. I got to wrestle with him at the Shed over the summer. He's a tough kid, fights hard, doesn't stop wrestling. Yeah, he was tough. I liked it. I liked that kid. So he's 13th in the country. What did he place last year? He had what, back-to-back matches with Hampton.
He beat Hampton early, and then Hampton beat him in the third place match.
Yeah.
He had Nick Garcia. He almost beat Nick Garcia there too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, so Hampton, he's not listed in the national rankings, but he's got to be up there around this weight class. And he's going to SIUE.
Yep, he just committed like recently, the last couple of days.
Yeah, right after the word out about Daryl Thomas taking over as the head coach next year. So that's an awesome thing. Big fan of Daryl Thomas. I love SIUE. I mean, I might have to get a shirt for the Nationals, guys. We're going Nationals.
Cougars.
We're Cougars, baby. Cougars.
Is a cougar an upgrade from a tiger or a downgrade?
I don't know.
I think everything's an upgrade from a tiger.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Now I get it. Jim. See, you're on top. You're on top of it, Stuart. So
Hey, I had a question. It's not off the subject. But if anybody would know, Dalton, it's you, and it's on the Connor Demo. What did he do? Where did he go?
good question.
Dude,
I don't know.
I think he's at NASA. Like
NASA.
he's so intelligent.
Yeah, I
He's
definitely.
wait. Can we talk about something hilarious?
Well, here,
Like-
let me answer the question, Stuart. I genuinely do not know. I did not see any college announcement for him. Him and Kurt Smith both were really smart kids, and I think that they were pursuing academics. I'm not sure at all if wrestling is still in their future, but both him and Kurt Smith could definitely continue to wrestle if they wanted to. So,
Okay.
Jim, back to you.
Can we talk about TJ Silva's bio?
Well, I was sent this by you, Jim, and it looks like they messed up the bio pretty bad. So I don't know if TJ had some fun with the media director or something, but it listed Jay Taft. Jay Taft's like the RR Star newspaper guy as his head coach. So I might send it to Tyler DeMoss and see what he thinks. But
I sent it to Fernie already. he goes, yeah, and his tie's not even on straight in the picture. That was his other rebuttal.
now, where is that, and what level is that? Is that JUCO?
Go.
Okay. Yeah.
They're probably JUCO program in the country.
Say that one more time.
Indian Hills.
Indian Hills Community College. They're probably like anywhere from 1 to 3 in junior college in the country. They put a pretty good team out every weight class. Pretty good kid at every weight.
How's that?
You know who's there with him, Dalton?
Nope.
Big T, Lee Smith.
Oh, all right.
You know who they remind me of is kind of like Iowa Central early 2000s. That's
Yeah.
what they're kind of.
I was going to ask you where Iowa Central ranks right now in junior colleges, but
Not anywhere near Indian.
yeah, I think junior colleges are going to make a comeback here. All right, let's move up. 144, back to the Cassiopes and the Hononegah crew. Rocco Cassiopes currently ranked number 14th in the country. He's a junior coming back, state champ. He wins it last year, so he's 140. He's not committed, but Jim, where did you say they have been so far?
Illinois, Wisconsin, and just recently Iowa.
Okay.
But I did miss one up. I know we're doing national rankings only, but just like
No,
an
we're not.
Illinois kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
An Illinois kid we all know from Oregon, Josiah Perez. I think he's a 20-pounder this year, maybe 26. I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
But he's been in talking with Triton, Eau Claire, Dubuque, Cornell in Iowa, and then the Coast Guard
And
North Central.
And he took 5th or 6th last year. One of the two. I know.
He
5th or
placed
6th.
last year at 1/3.
Yeah, let me look right
113.
here. Josiah, he's 6th place at 113.
Yeah.
And so we we're not just doing national rankings. I think national rankings are easier because if you're nationally ranked, you're gonna go to college and wrestle most likely for sure. If you're not in nationally ranked, you can still find opportunities to wrestle, of course, but you're not necessarily going on visits to Iowa or Wisconsin or Michigan and so on. So, um,
Yeah.
so we're at 150. We've got this is okay. So we got they posted. Oh no, I clicked 140. I didn't click 150. All right, so 150. Nobody in the state of Illinois is ranked in the nation.
Let me throw 150 out there then, just with some visits set up. I must say, I believe 150 at least. Gavin Woodmansey, St. Charles East. He has a upcoming visit with NIU, SIUE, UW Lacrosse, and University of Chattanooga.
Where was he at? What weight did he wrestle last year?
He just wrestled 150 at Grappler Classic.
Okay, how did he do there?
So, 4-2, I believe. He beat a kid named Dylan Granger, and I know this kid from Michigan. Dylan Granger's tough. He's super tough, and I think in Woodmansey beat him early. And Granger was a tough bracket at 150. Parker Reynolds was in there. Jeffrey Hoover was in there. Those are two Indiana kids that are, I think they're Hoover's committed. Shit, I don't forget where he's committed, but Reynolds is going to Purdue. It was a tough one. It was a tough bracket. It really was.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, Grappler Fall Classic and people who wrestled, and names that I'm looking at from last year's state tournament, Liam Kelly. He lost in the finals, I want to say, at Grappler and
state champ last year.
Yep, state champ last year, and then in the same weight class, Radek Dvorak of Huntley, and he's a sophomore. He's a junior next year, so I definitely think he's going to be someone to watch this year as well.
Yeah, Liam Kelly's committed to Illinois.
He is.
Yep.
Now, is that his older brother at Illinois already?
Yes.
Okay, so Liam Kelly's already committed to Illinois. There's a lot.
Connor.
I mean,
What's your brother's name? Connor, right?
Colin.
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 Yeah. Yep. And okay. So now 65 at state tournament last year, runner up Brody Sindel. Is he nationally ranked right now?
I don't think he's been out. He hasn't wrestled in a while. He had the knee surgery, so I don't think he just hasn't competed to be ranked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's gone to he's been on a Wisconsin visit and a Purdue visit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And just so the listeners want to know, Liam Kelly is currently ranked 17th in the country, according to Flow. And so that was at 165. So 175. We got Brody Kelly. Brody Kelly's ranked 16th in the country, and he's going to UNC. He's ranked ahead of Steele Myers. You know Steele Myers.
Oh yeah.
Steele, and that kid's tough. Out of that.
UNC actually got there's another one Jim will know, but they shows them both. They think Kelly's an 84 pounder, and they also got Lincoln Jip, who they think is an 84 pounder.
Lincoln Jip, yeah, Bettendorf, good. I think Kelly's big. Like Brody Kelly's tall. Brody Kelly's taller than his dad, Brian. Yeah. And I'm not saying Brian can't dunk, but like Brian's not a short man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not my height. Yeah. Well, yeah. So it'd be interesting to see if he sticks at 75 this year, or if he goes up to 90 as well. That'll be I mean, 90 is obviously going to be good, but hopefully, again, going back to the other Brody Sindel. I've seen a couple of pictures with him up at Wisconsin, and Purdue, and I'm sure some other places are looking at him as well. But really hoping to see how he responds after. I mean, last year he didn't wrestle all year. He was injured the whole thing, and then he gets second in the state, only to Will Denny. I mean, he beat up everybody else other than Will Denny, so that was pretty impressive doing it by being out for the whole year. So that would be nice to see him back as well.
Maddie worked out with him. Has worked out with him quite a few times in the last month. And Maddie's the boy is jacked. He's more. He's walking. He's 180 pounds, a little over 180, and just looks really good. Super fast, moving really well.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a pretty good goatee going too, from what I saw.
He does. That's what I was gonna say. I saw his Purdue pictures on the Facebook, and he looks like a mature. I mean, he looks like a Gap model. You know what I mean, like he's just stud.
Not Abercrombie, just Gap.
Yeah, just
Gap.
Gap, baby Gap. What are you talking? Gap isn't Gap like Yeah, you don't say Gap. Gap is not.
No, Gap's not good.
He doesn't want to be a Gap model.
He looks like a Nike model.
Okay, yeah, he'll appreciate that. And we brushed over him a little bit but we did talk about the 190-pound weight class. But Jimmy Massey is number 5 in the country currently, and he is uncommitted. He's taking some visits. I think you guys are headed to Nebraska this weekend.
Yes.
So and he's been to Iowa State, OU. Where else? NC State.
He went to NC State, and I don't remember where. Right after that, he went somewhere right after that weekend too. Where'd he go, Stewie? NC State.
Unofficials?
Yeah. NC State, Oklahoma, Iowa State. No. I don't remember the order, but NC State, Iowa State,
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma, and he was just at Stanford.
Yep.
And then this weekend's Nebraska.
I went there for a year, so that's a fun time. I think you're gonna enjoy it. There's some fun. If you want to do what I did, I learned how to swing dance in Lincoln, Nebraska. So go find one of those dance halls and have a good night.
I'm just going with him, so there'll be no swinging.
Yeah. But either way, like going through that, like I'm pretty.
Come on, Stewie. Come on, Stewie.
I'm pretty impressed with the national level. I mean, obviously, this is the state of Illinois. We always have plenty of guys that are ranked nationally, so it's good to see. Going to be a great state series next year, for sure. With how many guys are.
What I like is the amount of kids in the top 10. We have a lot of top 10, top 5, or
There's
10.
15. There's 15 top 10 kids right now
In Illinois, that's great. I mean, because we've had years recently where we've had a few, but we've had a lot nationally ranked. They're more in like the 18, 19. But when you've got that many kids in the top 10 in the country, it's awesome.
Yeah. And am I wrong? Did they not win Fargo this last year?
I think Illinois wins Greco-Fargo all the time.
But they didn't win freestyle.
No.
I don't know.
Well, I would be hard-pressed to think that they're going to lose next year with all this talent.
Well, the problem is...
I was going to say, depends how many of them wrestle. Like, does Aaron Stewart go to Fargo next year?
True. Yeah.
As a graduated senior. I mean, he didn't even go this year because of football. So...
Well, does...
no, he did. Yes, he did.
No, he
didn't.
This year,
He didn't go this year because he had World Team.
Yeah.
Same with Meadow.
Yeah, I do think Fargo is losing some of the steam because there's so many other competitions, world competitions. Obviously, now more than ever, you have got to get ready for college wrestling right away because, just talking about the recruiting process and, how many kids are going to go to Illinois and, like, how the depth is so hard. So you just have to be ready to go right away because recruiting is changed.
Okay. Poeta wanted those kids at Fargo. Nick Garcia went to Fargo because Poeta told him to.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think what you're seeing now is there was a period of time where we saw college coaches say, hey, we just want you here training. We don't want you doing Fargo. Now you're getting back to more of the, we want you here training and getting ready for Fargo and then go to Fargo, come back, because that's.
Well, I don't think I know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know for a fact that that's not the case for every coach. I mean, like a lot of coaches don't think like that at all. And I'm not
But
saying that's a bad thing. I actually am. I'm definitely more pro folk style. And if you're gonna wrestle right away, you should probably spend some time fighting the college guys.
yeah, that's why they just spend their entire summer going into that right after they graduate. A lot of them are going straight to school,
Yeah.
and then they can air before. You're seeing a lot of that too.
Yeah, definitely depends on the athlete and the style of the athlete. Some athletes are really explosive from a neutral position, and that's how they wrestle even in folk style. So it's not really going to be that big of a deal. But then again, maybe that's the reason why they need to spend time in a college folk style practice, just because they need to get better at top and bottom. Because that's no joke now with 4-point near fall. You and grown men on top of you, you better be able to get out, and you better not
Yeah.
be getting turned. So
Wait, let's not forget 215 because then we're gonna end up leaving out Hoffer and Kai Calcutt, and we got a 285. We have heavyweight because I know
well, we
Rulo's
mentioned
gonna be ranked.
we
Oh, we
mentioned
did?
those guys. We did
How
not.
about heavyweight? Jonathan Rulo.
Okay, I did not. Yeah.
See,
Okay, so Jonathan, good catch. Jonathan Rouleau, heavyweight, is ranked number 11th in the country, and it
And he's
says, yep, he says he's
and he
playing
committed
football at
somewhere to go play. Yeah,
Cincinnati.
he committed somewhere. There you go.
It's a
Who else?
shame. Shame.
A shame. Good for that guy, dude. Good for that guy. Stewie, you don't want him to get that opportunity? I mean, that's a great opportunity. He's a big kid.
I think, I think Rulo. I mean, here's the deal. I know what Rulo looks like in real life. Rulo can be a college football player.
Yeah.
I know what these other guys look like in real life that are like not wrestling. You know, they're playing football instead of wrestling, and I get it. I get it. It's got to be fun. It's cool, but man, dude, go to a football game. Like you're not. You look like a fucking ping pong player, not a football player. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of kids I've met that think that they are big enough to play Division I football, and I'm like, you should go visit. You should go to a football game.
Yeah.
Or go on a recruiting visit somewhere for wrestling, and let them take you down on the field. Like,
yeah, it's insane. And I mean, Aaron Stewart's the one in a million. I think Aaron Stewart's the one who will like say like typically undersized kid that if anybody's gonna make it work, it's him, right?
Yeah.
But dude,
he's a workout.
Yeah, you're not, you're not him.
Yeah, and he's definitely not. I mean, you say he's undersized, but he's not really. I mean, he's just short. He's stacked. He's got muscle upon muscle upon muscle.
He's got muscles seen before that we didn't know existed. They're like different muscles under muscles that we will never develop. But Aaron Stewart's developed them at 17.
Yeah, he's
When he
he's
got
a
his
specimen.
ear pierced, the needle broke. They broke the fucking ear piercing needle on his ear. No, really.
Is that an inside story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. The kid, he looks like that. Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how it pans out for him. Again, not too, I don't know if you guys saw the video that was going around last week or so from one of the football players from the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens, talking about how football, how wrestling was so critical to him becoming a professional football player. So those big guys like Jonathan Rouleau, I'm glad they're wrestling in high school. But if they have opportunities to go play football in college, I have no problems about it. I think my only frustration with football is that so many kids don't wrestle, knowing that it would significantly improve their football, and whether it's coaches, family, or whatever, they just avoid it. And I'm a big fan of not turning football players into wrestlers, but encouraging football players to wrestle. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I think.
Then let's talk. Here's a football. Since we're talking about a football player, our boy Brody Stein, he has a visit. He has an SIEU visit coming up, and I'm not sure when, but I know he's got a visit.
Yeah, Brody. Brody's had a great off season. I'm really looking forward to this year for him to kind of make a name for himself in the state tournament. He's grown. He's bigger. Again, it's so interesting. You guys know this being around, and obviously Jim, for having a son. But that sophomore to junior year, that's a lot of the time. That's when the growth spurts happen and kids become young men. And he's grown, and yeah, I think he's going to have a good season this year.
How big do you think Brody Stein is this year for us?
Right now he's like 205, something like that, and he's good. He looks good.
I don't know. I'd say. I mean, don't forget though, Brody's the kid too. When he starts, he wrestles hard. Like during season, he wrestles a lot. He does a lot. He goes above and beyond. He's not at a high school practice and one and done. He's out here wrestling with Dalton. He's everywhere wrestling. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think 190 is.
Blake. I don't know. Blake Livdahl will be a 90-pounder, and
Blake
Eli Larson.
Yeah. Let's go into that because we almost forgot. Thanks for the good segue because we almost forgot a lot of guys that aren't nationally ranked but very, very, very good that are coming.
Eli Larson's committed to play football. Stockton's Eli Larson is committed to play football somewhere, and I don't know where now. Like, it's gonna be lacrosse or
Platteville.
It's one of them schools though.
I think it's Platteville.
Something like that.
Yep, and then Livdahl. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
Larson's going to 90. Livdahl will probably be. He won't be any bigger than a 75-pounder. He had a visit. He had an official visit down at Bellarmine.
Oh yeah, yep.
2 weeks. Played Friday night game, and then they drove through the night down to Bellarmine. Went through the official, and then drove back again that night because his dad had to fly out for work on Sunday. But they made it.
Blake's big enough to be a 90-pounder. Blake's not tall enough to be a 90-pounder.
Well, he'd have to get a 90-pounder, but he's going to go 75, I think. Maybe he drops down to 65, certifies at 65, and shocks everybody.
65 is a little ridiculous, don't you think?
There's a car pulling in.
Uh-oh.
He's fine, dude.
Is it the cops?
Be cool.
Curious.
Be cool. Well, live on the podcast, but yeah, I think that's a good ending point. I almost forgot those guys. Great stuff, and yeah, thanks for catching up, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. Who do we forget before? Because I don't want to forget somebody and then be that guy.
We didn't.
We talked about.
We didn't.
We
got him.
We got him. And I think if anything, we'll come back to this. We got a lot of the guys. Take some time. If we didn't mention you, don't get too mad at Mark Stewart. He is the person who set up all the names tonight.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the other thing. If you have a visit coming up and you give a shit and you wanted to say something, like tell me, text me, or
or if
Facebook
you're committed somewhere,
or
tell us.
Yeah, tell Mark, tell me. Don't bother Dalton. He's golfing.
Yep.
And he's a newborn baby, and he's just busy, man.
Busy. Yeah. All right, guys. Good stuff.
Later.
See ya.
Yes.